In terms of transport, which is the next internet revolution, you've all heard about driverless cars. You've seen a Tesla down there. It's not driverless, but it's close to being fully automated in many ways. 40% of all the components of new cars today are electronic goods. They're not physical, like tires and metal or leather. Driverless cars are coming, whether we like it or not. And driving cars will become a hobbyist's pleasure. You'll drive around sort of Silverstone in one of those old cars that had drivers in the past. There are 2.6 million people driving cars as taxis, trucks and buses in the United States. And I would suggest that in 15 years' time, none of them will have jobs. And their legacy skills, such as here in London, the London taxi driver's knowledge, will be worth nothing. It'll have been fully depreciated, because we will all be going around in driverless cars. Why will we be doing that? Well, there are 1.6 billion cars, buses, and trucks around the world. The average use per day is 1 hour. 1 hour. And the average person in the ride is one person, just above one person. Totally inefficient use of the second biggest capital purchase that anyone makes in their life, which is a car. If you could have an efficient network of driverless cars, you reduce the number of cars, trucks, and buses on the roads by up to 80%. And one of the reasons why the oil price is going to be structurally low is because we are benefiting from much improved energy intensity use, particularly in vehicles. In the old days, you remember cars did 10, 15, 20 miles a gallon. Now they're up to 80 or 90, and with electric cars, that's going to improve further. And hydrogen fuel cell cars, that's going to improve even further than that. So oil is going to be structurally weak for the foreseeable future, in my opinion, and one of the reasons is improved energy intensity. But that's going to be transformed even further once we get the driverless cars out there. And already, as you know, I have a flat in San Francisco. I see them whirring around there. They've done many millions of miles without any accidents. Now, the 8th biggest cause of death on this planet is car accidents. That can be eliminated. The 5.5 billion hours that are wasted by Americans in traffic jams every year, that can be eliminated. If you want to go to the pub before you drive home, you don't have to worry. You will be this is the genuine sharing economy. You'll be able to share cars. You'll be able to send your children in a driverless vehicle, which can be summoned in an instant to the school without having to take them on school runs. This is going to be physically transforming to us. All the street furniture that you see out there, the traffic lights and all that sort of stuff, it'll be gone. 10 to 15 years' time. It's happening now. This is not a scientific, sort of a vision of the future as in 2001, A Space Odyssey. And it's going to change the whole industry. It's going to change the car industry. It's going to change the industry of moving people around. And it's fantastic. And it's happening right now. Now, you might think, well, is it really going to happen that quickly? How are all these people going to lose their jobs so quickly and so forth? Well, let me just point out that in the United States in the last 10 years, half of all secretaries and private personal assistants have been put out of business. They've just gone. They've lost their jobs. Because enterprise software is allowing people to run their lives without having a personal. I can't do without mine. She's in the audience, by the way. I can't do without mine. But a lot of people are just going to not have personal. They're going to work virtually, basically. So this is exactly what's going to happen in transport. And Uber is just the beginning of it. I think Uber is vastly overpriced for what is basically an app. But the point about Uber is to demonstrate the way forward. Driverless cars are here. And of course,